So many people are like, you got to use ChatGPT. You need to log in. You need to start using it. But so many are like, well, Carrie, I have no clue what it is. I'm not even sure if I want to use it. I'm terrified of AI. So this is what I thought I'd do is I'm just going to give you the basics of ChatGPT. And I'm just going to use the system, play with it a little bit so you can see how you might test it out before you even invest in the full version. Simply go to chat.openai.com and I'll log in. Okay, so now we're logged in. I'll give you the basics. Let me give you an overview of the dashboard so you can start using it right away. First things first, I am Carrie Little. I am the designated managing broker of Caremark Realty Group in Illinois and in Florida. As a real estate agent, I use ChatGPT pretty much every day to kind of help me think. Does it mean that I am only using ChatGPT to help me think? No. And I'll give you good reasons on why you might want to always do your own research just to verify. When you first log into ChatGPT, you quickly see that, in the top left-hand corner, you've got something called ChatGPT 3.5. That is the free version. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to play, but eventually you might choose to. So I pay for the full version of ChatGPT. And if you click on the drop-down menu, you'll see ChatGPT 4 or GPT-4. You've got 3.5, which says for everyday tasks, and you see plugins. Because I pay for ChatGPT, I have the option to use 4, and I can turn on the plugins. So to give you the basics, when you first log into ChatGPT, in the middle of the screen, this is similar to, well, I shouldn't say similar, but it is like if you Google something, you Google it, information comes up. If you go to Internet Explorer or Bing or Firefox, you can, or even Safari, you can just start asking questions. One of the differences is ChatGPT, or whenever you use artificial intelligence like a Perplexity or Google Bard, it is grabbing all of the information that that their coders have put into ChatGPT. So it's pulling from different resources to give you information. So in the middle of the screen, you can see ChatGPT says, how can we help you today? So you have some suggestions, like suggest some names for a cafe or maybe a restaurant or a business. Tell me a fun fact. Design a database. Help me pick, like, do you need a Christmas gift? Do you need a gift for anything? Do you just need some ideas for a wedding anniversary? Or maybe you're going to a wedding or a baby shower. So ChatGPT can help you think. Now, I've even been told someone used it for their wedding vows. Okay. So top left-hand corner, before we start asking questions, also known as a prompt, you see that I have ChatGPT, and this pencil is giving me the ability to start the new chat. And a chat could simply be just like a back and forth conversation. And ChatGPT will often feel like it's human because you're just asking questions and it's giving you a quick response. Ask another question or say, well, what about this? It'll, the system will keep giving you different responses. You can also see right below that I built my own GPT for new real estate agents. Because I do pay for the system, I have the option to use DALL-E, so I can create images, I can explore, and then you're going to see that I have other topics that were kind of pushed here, and that is because I have extensions on my Chrome browser. So because I have a ChatGPT browser, or I should say an extension on my browser, ChatGPT is always doing research for me based on what I've Googled. You can also see my history. So even recently, I was having a conversation with real estate agents, and I always tell real estate agents, you need a professional email. You need a professional email. So either use your brokerage's email or talk to your brokerage about having your own domain name and creating your own email with that domain name. So always work with your brokerages, and you want a professional email. And then one of the agents said, Carrie, when you told us this, I had like an aha moment. I could go to GoDaddy and create an alias. And I'm like, tell me more. And I had never even looked. And I think I'm tech savvy, but we don't know it all. And so I love it when someone teaches me something. So we went over to GoDaddy and we were so you can actually create an alias with your emails. And because we were in GoDaddy and we were talking about it, ChatGPT was doing research for me. So kind of cool. Oh, and here's what I did. We couldn't figure out where it was because usually when you create something in GoDaddy, you're like one and done. I don't go there all the time. So I Googled how do you figure out how to create an alias with your domain name and your email. And so ChatGPT was recording in my OpenAI account, and so I found the steps, but ChatGPT also pulled those steps into my ChatGPT. You can see all of the previously created chats that I have. You can also see that I have another extension, which is keywords everywhere. I want to say anywhere, but it's everywhere. It could be anywhere, but it's everywhere. I can refer a friend, and you can also see that I have my profile. So I can look at my plan. I can see any GPTs that I've created. It's not hard to do, but you do have to think. You have to really think about it. I can look at custom instructions, so I can tell ChatGPT how I want it to write. And then there's settings and beta. So take a moment. You could check this out in your spare time. But this is where you would definitely add any beta features, so you can turn on the plugins if you're paying for it, any data controls, and then build your profile. We'll come back and talk about that. So in the middle of the screen, let's just ask a question. Let's go with fun facts. So let's start with, tell me a fun fact about West Chicago, Illinois. And this is a suburb, not in Chicago. Certainly. So certainly West Chicago is a fascinating is home to a fascinating fun fact that might interest real estate professionals. Now, here's what you must know. Because in my profile, I told ChatGPT that I'm a real estate broker owner. I've been in the business this long. I told ChatGPT how to kind of do research for me. I can always go back and change that. So sometimes I just need to say, give me any fun fact. So the city is known for its historic district, which features charming Victorian homes. Oh, okay, cool. What other home styles are located in the city of West Chicago, Illinois? And this is West Chicago is like 45 minutes outside of Chicago, like on a Thursday night at like 8 o'clock. So we have Victorian homes, we've got Cape Cods, mid-century, and then I can say, this is something I know. Are there any homes in West Chicago, Illinois, that were from, say that better, I guess, the Sears catalog. ChatGPT reads typo. Yes, there are homes in West Chicago and in various parts of the United States that were purchased as kits from the Sears, Roebuck and Company catalog in the early to mid 20th century. These homes are commonly referred to as Sears catalog homes or a Sears home kit. Cool. Then I can say, I can ask another question. Now, these are things that I actually know because I've gone to some historic talks about the city of West Chicago. I've lived here for a long time. Even before I lived here, I drove past what we used to have, the Campbell soup plant, like a mushroom plant, where they would make Campbell soup. It's no longer there. It has houses. But these are some fun facts. We even had General Mills, a factory for General Mills. So let's ask this question. Did West Chicago, Illinois, ever have boxcar kids? Yes. Like many other areas during the Great Depression era, had families that were quote quality, you see, but let's say that were referred to as boxcar kids. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I don't have my glasses on anyway. These were children and families who were displaced and impoverished during the economic hardships of the 1930s. The term boxcar kids is a reflection of the challenging and transient lifestyle that some families endured during this difficult period. So some people know. So what is a boxcar? Here's the point of all of this is I am showing you how to use ChatGPT more than just, because some of us are using it just for listing remarks. You can use ChatGPT, and I haven't even scratched the surface, but I am showing you how you could either be an expert in a community. You could simply come here to, hey, show me how to cook something in my house with salmon. I've got these spices. I might have these vegetables. What can I make for dinner? Like, you could really, make it extremely basic. So get in here, play with it, test it out. You can ask it questions like, how can I give me 10 reasons to use social media? Or how can I help the agents in my office? There you go. The basics of ChatGPT. So do you want to learn more about how I'm using ChatGPT in my business? I love ChatGPT and data. So check out this video on how I use it with data, and use this video on how I show you how to bulk create social media posts in minutes. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and take a moment to follow me on Instagram.